Former Pennsylvania Senator Arlen Specter threw a bit of a tantrum during a live interview on a conservative radio talk show. The Republican-turned-Democrat was a guest there to promote his new book.
I have one final comment. I gave you 10 minutes. You've been over every subject except for my book. I've listened to 2 rounds of your commercials. I think it's insulting.
Well, Senator, I hate to break it to you, Arlen, but this is not public radio, sir.
You are absolutely insulting.
Oh, good God. This is not public radio. I don't have a government grant. We got to pay the bills. They're called commercials. Capitalism.
Listen, I'm talking about somebody who's civilized. I told you the last time around I wasn't going to sit around and listen to your commercials, and I didn't want to hang up on you. This is no way for anybody to run an interview. I'm as experienced as you are, if not more so.
Well, let me ask you something.
That's all I have to tell you, so goodbye.
Good Lord, Senator. No wonder you got beat.
Ooh, how about that? Well, he didn't stick around to answer questions after that about his book, which he says he wasn't asked about in the first 10 minutes. So I'm joined now by the man who's getting a lot of attention based on this morning. Jason Lewis is a syndicated host of that show. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Martha.
So did you ask him about the book at all? And was that what he was on to talk about? Is he right in that respect?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think the love has gone out of our relationship. I don't know that he's going to be a regular guest in my program.
What makes you think that?
I don't know, just a thought. You know, the first aspect of the interview was indeed about the Trayvon Martin case. He was a former district attorney, a prosecutor. So I thought, well, that was apropos. And immediately he says, well, we need a federal hate crimes allegation against this guy, Mr. Zimmerman, regardless of how you think about the case. Going into a federal hate crimes sort of angle on it was classic Arlen Specter. But every other topic I brought up was referenced in the book, Citizens United, Obamacare, all of the topics. He didn't want to talk about issues. He wanted to call his opponents extremists, and I wasn't going to let it happen.
He said, you know, something about the commercials, being upset that he had to sit through commercials, and you basically say, look, you know, we got to pay the bills around here, right?
Imagine that. You go on a commercial radio station, a commercial television program, and there are commercials. And it makes you wonder where the fellow has been. I mean, he's almost a poster child for why the Tea Party rose.
In terms of, you know, your last comment when he left there, and you said you wanted, you know, to ask him some more questions about the book after that, you know, you said, I guess this is why you lost, right?
Yeah, he really did come off as spending, obviously, too much time in Washington. And the reaction I've got was, boy, oh boy, is this guy out of touch. And look, I mean, nobody likes to sit through commercials, I suppose, but we're not NPR. We don't have a government grant, although if he was still senator, maybe I could get one. The point is, it's kind of a bizarre reaction to say there are breaks in a commercial radio program. Well, of course they are. What was he expecting? And just the arrogance of his attitude was, I think, self-explanatory as to why he switched parties in order to run again, and then, of course, got beat.
Well, he may end up getting even a little more attention out of all of this for the book. We'll see. And Jason Lewis, we thank you for coming out to talk to us about it. Interesting story. Quite an interview.
Bet, Martha.
Thanks, Jason. Okay.
Looking forward to round 2 between those two.